50, 45, there goes Davis.
Oh my God!
Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game. He ran the missed field goal back. He ran it back 109 yards. They're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Holy cow. Oh my God. Auburn wins. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl in the most unbelievable fashion you will ever see.
Oh, welcome in, everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Welcome into a brand new edition of the Dream Wager, episode 508. Today is March 17th, 2025, and the brackets are all set. Selection Sunday came and gone. Kid, there's nothing like, printing out a nice, fresh bracket and then filling it out. Did you hear what Elon Musk is doing?
No, what is he doing? Besides saving the astronauts from space.
So he said, if you have everyone's like, oh, if you fill out a perfect bracket, we'll give you some money. He said a trip to Mars.
I'm gonna be honest.
Can I take the money?
He knows the chances of filling out a perfect bracket is damn near impossible. So he knows, hey, he's throwing it out there. Maybe. Honestly, I honestly hope somebody hits. But the chances of somebody filling out a perfect bracket, dub.
Very slim chances. And if you do, what happens?
No
one's ever gone to Mars.
Yeah. First of all, nobody's ever gone to Mars. Second of all, has there ever been a perfect bracket?
I can't recall. I think one time there was a perfect. I think someone on ESPN threw out a perfect bracket, but yeah, the chances are, I think, less than 1%. There's always
way less than 1%.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, 1% is actually very generous. But if I ever did and I filled out, I'd rather take the money because there's no Mars. Like, there's a Mars, but no one's ever been there.
I don't want to die.
Exactly.
Not say you will, but nobody never been there, so good chance you will.
When I saw that, I was in tears. I said, "Shout out Elon for just putting it out there."
He's a legend. Yeah, he's a legend.
Okay, we got a great episode. A lot to dive into. A lot happened over the weekend. A lot of news in the NFL. Little NBA action. We got some NBA plays. 10 games. Big Monday slate. Usually it's not that big. 10 games. NBA's been kicking my ass, so I'm gonna tread lightly here. Selection Sunday was yesterday. We'll talk about who got snubbed, who got in. We got first four starts tomorrow on Tuesday, and then we got another first four on Wednesday. I got 6 plays for Thursday already. Got some winners and losers as well. NHL, we got 5 games on the board for tonight. And then, kid, I am so excited. MLB is back tomorrow. The Tokyo series between Dodgers and Japan. Imanaga is going for the Cubbies, and Yamamoto is going for the Dodgers. David Roberts as well, the manager for the Dodgers. He's also Japanese. His mother was born in Japan, and he was born in Japan as well. So, yeah, I'm glad that both of these teams are playing there. Cannot wait for the games to get started. We'll have picks towards the end of the show over there. But, kid, I want to start with what happened last time we spoke around Thursday night-ish. You listened to it on Friday. We were talking about quarterbacks, and what do you know? You mentioned this guy, Gardner Minshew. He is the backup now for the Kansas City Chiefs. New backup in Kansas City. I think he can learn a lot under, obviously, Patrick Mahomes. I think this could be a good fit for him.
Yeah, anytime you can sit behind one, considered one of the greatest quarterbacks ever already, right? To learn just maybe for a season or two, or however long he wants to stick around, Andy Reid is a win-win. And we all know Gardner Minshew is going to get, let's just say, bare minimum slaps when needed. So shout out Gardner Minshew. Hopefully he can learn a couple of things and maybe be a solid backup somewhere else, because we know he won't be starting no time soon in Kansas City.
They also re-signed Kareem Hunt on a 1-year deal. He just came off the couch, lifted him 728 yards, 7 touchdowns. He's a workhorse, and he just always seems to be good. I don't understand why no one signs him.
Well, we know why, Dale.
Okay, yes. But not
off
to go down
field,
that route.
Yeah, off the field issues, and it's okay. because the performance on the field speaks for itself. And he got rewarded. Shout out Kareem Hunt. We know he's a solid back. He could honestly be an every down back. Give him a full training camp, and he'll see. I guarantee him and Isaiah Pacheco is going to be battling out for that starting position.
Yeah, it should be very fun. So that's what happened in Kansas City. Speaking of quarterbacks, Taylor Heineke, he reached an agree on a 1-year extension worth up to $6.2 million with the Chargers. He's going to be backing up Justin Herbert, and they also signed up. They're beefing up their offensive line, trying to protect Herbert. My old friend Mekhi Becton, Super Bowl champion Mekhi Becton, 2-year deal. Shout out Mekhi Becton, man. A lot of people wrote him off in the Jets organization. They said he was too fat. Went to Philadelphia. He was phenomenal for them.
Yeah, he was pretty good. So shout out, Tyler Heineke getting that deal. We all saw the run he had a couple years back with the Commanders. Great game against Tom Brady in the Bucks in round 1 or 2, and then with Beckham deal. As a Jets fan, is it funny or is it? Are you happy for him?
No, I'm happy for Mekhi Becton. Good. Yeah, I had no animosity towards him, if I'm being honest.
And he's the champ. And he got a little bag now. I'm saying little. That's disrespectful. He got a bag now.
Yeah, exactly. So, you think Tyler Heineke is a good backup for Justin Herbert?
He's better than what they had last year as the backup. What was his name?
Josh Johnson?
Nah, he was bad. It was bad. Yeah. It was bad. Yeah.
We got running back news. Cowboys. Miles Sanders, 1-year deal with the Cowboys. They get some help, kid. I think Miles Sanders is a little past his prime, though.
I don't got much to say about it. Is it a positive move? Yes, but is it a signing that's a year too late, in my opinion? I think so. So, shout out the Cowboys for making a room, making some type of moves, but it wasn't a splash. They need to make a splash. We just saw what the Commanders have done, and the Eagles. They're in the NFC Championship game. And not for none, believe it or not, people, the Giants are only going to go upwards. They're going to get better. So, to me, the Cowboys, they need to make a splash this offseason, and they clearly have.
Yeah. And one team that was mentioned to be Cowboys was a team to be mentioned for Cooper Kupp, but he's going home. He was born in Washington. He played college football at Eastern Washington. Now back home. He reached an agreement to go to the Seattle Seahawks. 3 years, $45 million deal. They got Sam Darnold essentially on a one-year done. It could go for 3, but it's essentially a 1-year deal. Cooper Kupp, DeMarcus Lawrence. They get MVS. They get offensive line help with Josh Jones as well. Not bad. You pair Jackson Smith and Jigba and Cooper Kupp. It's not bad 1-2. And what I've seen also on the outside, Geno Smith, he might get some help as well getting Stephon Diggs. They might pair up. They've been working out a lot in the offseason. But do you like Cooper Kupp going back home?
I love the move. This is why. Because I think even 2 weeks ago, I was questioning, what are Seattle plans? You're letting go. You're going to shop DK Metcalf. You traded Geno Smith. I'm like, are you going to go into a complete rebuild? And for the money they were spending on Geno and going to eventually give to DK, they was able to turn that around. Got Sammy D, who I think it's possibly going to be a little better than Geno. Who knows? They was able to get DeMarcus Lawrence, or able to get offensive linemen, and they're able to get Cooper Kupp. For me, you're able to get 4 pieces in exchange of those 2. To me, that's a great win for the Seattle Seahawks. So in my opinion, great move. Cooper Kupp a little past his prime. Yes, would I rather have DK Metcalf for the next couple of seasons than Cooper Kupp? Absolutely. But we see the potential from Jackson Smith, Jigba. Honestly, though, they know they're going to have to pay him down the road.
Yeah, I think it's a great fit. I think him and Sam Darnold are going to have a really good connection as well. And, hey, if it works out, it might actually be more than a 1-year deal for Sam Darnold. So I love it. I was ready. They were selling all their players, getting rid of all their wide receivers, had no quarterback, traded Geno Smith. I was ready to start fading the Seahawks this year. Mm-hmm. But they had a plan.
I thought they were going to complete rebuild. I was kind of questioning everything. Now, kind of like Seattle a little bit.
Let's stay on the West Coast. 9-time Pro Bowler, my boy. They don't have as many fullbacks, but Kyle Juszczyk, he's returning to the 49ers. 2-year deal, $8 million deal. This offseason, they've lost a lot, the 49ers. Debo Samuel, left guard Aaron Brooks, offensive tackle Jalen Moore, Elijah Mitchell, Joshua Dobbs, Jason Hargrave, Malik Collins, Tre'Davious Ward, Dre Greenlaw, Talua Hafunga, the safety.
Yeah.
They've lost a lot, kid. They had to keep one guy. Kuchek is a beast. He's one of the best fullbacks in the league. And like I said, I think last pod or maybe last week, they are going to be younger and they are going to be much faster, this 49er team.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how everything plays out. I'm assuming the Brock Purdy contracts should be coming soon. They cleared up a lot of space, let a lot of these veterans go. They got to take care of Brock Purdy, and it's going to be interesting what they do prior to the draft, because I think they could still make, maybe a move here or there, or what they do on draft day. But they definitely got to take care of Brock Purdy sooner than later.
I mean, let's start. Let's continue to talk quarterbacks, because the Falcons, and we all thought, once they get Michael Penix in, they put him in 3 games left in the season. We're like, oh, Kirk Cousins is done. But they're going to officially say, you know what, fuck it. We're going to keep him. He's going to get that $10 million roster bonus in 2026. I'm surprised a little bit, because I know Kirk Cousins wants to play, and I think he thinks he has a little left, and I don't think he wants to sit behind Michael Penix at the end of the day. Who would right now? I personally think Michael Penix is better right now, so I understand from a business standpoint. But if I'm Kirk Cousins, you got to force your way out or force a trade. Are you surprised that they kept him? Are going to eat this $10 million roster bonus? And do you think maybe down the road he forces his way out?
I'm a little surprised by it, just because I'm with you. I think Michael Penix Jr. is the way to go moving forward. So why have a backup quarterback essentially at like 40 million a year? That's my question. Second of all, if I'm Kirk Cousins, I'm not fighting for nothing. I'm getting paid $40-50 million to be backup, and I have potential to win my job back. So I think if I'm Kirk Cousins, I'm gonna let the play on the field speak for itself. I'm gonna try to go into the camp head high and try to beat out Michael Penix Jr. for the starting role. If I'm not able to do that, maybe see if I'm able to get traded or get released sometime early in the season. But like I said, if I'm Kirk Cousins, I'm still under a pretty good contract. I'm going to go out there and try to beat out Michael Penix Jr.
Let's stay on the quarterback side. We got a new backup. That's the story of backups today. A new backup for Lamar Jackson. Your boy Cooper Rush gets a 2-year deal going to Baltimore, up to $12.2 million. It's $4.2 million guaranteed. You think this could be a good fit for Cooper Rush?
This was a little, curveball to me personally, just because usually we tend to see the backup able to duplicate the offense, not just Lamar, the offense that's already installed. So the fact, last year we had Jalen Hurts, and you had Mariota, right?
No. Yeah, no, that's the Redskins.
Yeah, Mariota behind Jaden Daniels. They could kind of run the same offense. To me, Cooper Rush can't run the exact offense the Ravens run with Lamar Jackson. So to me, you're gonna have to bring in a whole different game plan. If, God forbid, if Lamar Jackson ever goes down. So to me, that's just a little head scratcher there. To me, I would like to bring in somebody that's more mobile, that could run some of the same things that Lamar already does, than somebody that's just a pocket passer.
Yeah, who you were thinking for the Eagles was Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett. But year prior, it was Mariota. That's why.
The Ravens, it was Josh Johnson. And he was kind of similar to Lamar, obviously not to his level and how good Lamar is, but kind of could dictate the same style.
Yeah, so in my opinion, that's what I would trend to. My backup should be able very similar to my starting quarterback, so the playbook doesn't drop off.
Let's stay in the AFC North, probably the toughest division in football. You were right. The Bengals, they've agreed to record deals on Jamar Chase, highest paid non-quarterback, and T. Higgins, the highest paid wide receiver 2 in the league. They were talking all week, and they finally got it done. 4 years, $161 million extension for Chase. T. Higgins got a 4-year deal, $115 million. Jamar and T. Higgins now have combined average per year $69 million. That's $10 million more than any other wide receiver. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle are 58, and A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith is 57. And, we saw Max Crosby get paid, Myles Garrett. They were making what Max Crosby was at 35.5. Myles Garrett was at 40. Jamar Chase, they keep resetting the market. He's at $40.25 million per year. Justin Jefferson's contract looks short now. I mean, CD gets 34, Justin Jefferson 35, but the year that he had winning the Triple Crown, you had no option but to pay Jamar Chase. And a lot of people were surprised they kept both of them. I wasn't. I've been on record saying I think they're going to keep them. A lot of teams have been not really calling the Bengals, and this is kind of a surprise because in recent history, Bengals usually don't pay their players at all. They usually kind of let them walk, but they're taking care of their three most important players, Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase. Can they get a deal done with Trey Hendrickson now?
It's going to be tough, but shout out to Cincinnati Bengals for finally taking care of their players. You know, they took care of Joe Burrow. Now, making Jamar Chase, the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. I was shocked by the number, to be honest. I thought he was going to be somewhere around that Justin Jefferson and CD Lamb number. Maybe a tick higher, set the number at $36 million. But to go over, $5 million, I think is well deserved. After the season he had, Triple Crown, and not paying him last year, making him play like on his 1 year deal, you had to take care of the man. You had to separate him just a little bit. Shout out Jamar Chase, well deserved. And T. Higgins, man, they took care of him, you know, and he got what we honestly all thought he would get, anywhere from $25 to $30 million. Yeah. Exactly what he's worth. I think it was a great deal for everyone around, the fans, the Bengals, and Joe Burrow, and the two wide receivers. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting if they're able to add some pieces down the defensive side. I told you, Dill, that $20 million cap was going to help around. That's T. Higgins' contract right there.
Yeah, we'll see if they could get Trey Hendrickson. If they re-sign all four or all three in that case, man, that's just not the Bengals that we're used to and grew up with, because they never play their players. Shout out all the Cincinnati fans, man. I know you guys were scared, maybe losing one of the two, but being able to keep both of them. Joe Burrow is very happy this morning. Yeah. Gets his two guys back. Now you get a new defensive coordinator. They tried now just defense offseason, just take care of the defense.
Yeah, every move now is either should be offensive line or defense.
Yeah. Yeah, so very, very good deal. Both well deserved. I'm happy that they both got their money that they deserved, and just happy for Cincinnati. They're going to be very good this year, and hopefully the defense steps it up a little, because it was a shame the year Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase had and them not getting into the playoffs.
I was on record saying if they would have just been a playoff team, Joe Burrow would have been almost unanimous MVP.
And they probably could have went on a run with that offense.
Yeah. Jamar Chase, I wouldn't say he would have won Offensive Player of the Year because Saquon.
No, yeah.
As he should.
He went over 2,000 yards.
Saquon definitely deserved it.
Okay, and another record deal. Let's just keep going with the record deals. All-Pro cornerback Derek Stingley Jr. He agreed to a 3-year, $90 million extension, $89 million of it guaranteed, $30 million base per year. Stingley is now the highest paid defensive back in NFL history. I mean, it just continues to reset every week. We saw J.C. Horn get a contract of $25 million. That's another $5 million. The 3-year extension. Derek Stingley Jr. in 3 years, at the age of 28, he could get another contract, kid. This kid is going to be rich for a long time. Well-deserved. But can I make it about me and my team real quick? How stupid are the New York Jets? They wait and wait and wait, and now look, they're going to be forced to pay Ahmad Gardner, so much more money than I think he deserves right now. He had one good year. Yes, he's an all-pro corner, but you're going to have to pay him, $31 million, $29 million? He's going to get that number.
For the record, he had one great year and 2 good years.
Yeah. Yeah, that,
let's give him some credit, though.
yeah, but he regressed. He regressed last year. It was a bad year.
You're gonna regress if you were all-time great. Could we at least admit he was all-time great?
Yeah, it was a top 5 corner his first year.
Yeah, it's like Patrick Mahomes. When his first full year starting, he was fucking great. He threw for what, 52, 5,300, about 50 touchdowns. It's hard to compare to that level every year. It's damn near impossible to be top 5.
You can't sit back and wait now because
I understand, but not everybody's gonna be Darrelle Revis though.
No, I understand that, but you could have went after your second year or even last year before the bad year
and got
paid
a discount.
And got a discount. Exactly. Now he's kind of now he's sitting back. He's waiting. He's like, listen, I've had better careers than these guys on a better team. Panthers are bad. Texans aren't good. I mean, yeah, they make the playoffs, but they lose in the first round. Derek Stingley hasn't had the career Sauce Gardner has had, but he's getting $30 million a year. Sauce Gardner's going to sit back and say, I went 31 to 32. And the Jets, bad ownership. Woody Johnson is sitting back letting his kids run the team, and that is the problem.
For Stanley, another LSU Tiger setting the mark. Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Now, defensive side, Stanley Jr. I'm telling you, man, looking back at it now, people, that might be the greatest team in all time. That might be the greatest. Yeah, that might be the greatest team of all time. Great deal for the Texans taking care of him. Now, just because you alluded to, I think Sauce is going to get a tick above $30 million. I'm going to say he's going to get 4 years. Damn, 120 is nuts. He's not going to get.
He's getting more than that.
I'm going to say 4 years, 110. I'm going to say 4 years, 110. Because JC got 4 years, 100. I'm going to say he gets 4 years, 110. Because unless he goes 3 years in 95, maybe 3 years, 100. I'm going to say he goes 4 years, 110.
What is that? A little above JC? He got 4 years, 100.
Yeah, it's about 28, 27.
I don't know,
27,
man.
5.
I really, if I'm Sauce Gardner, I don't do anything under 4 years, 110, 115, like that. Or you're better than all of these guys.
Or a little more with Stanley guy. I'll say 3 years, 92, 95.
Why are they so bad? Like, and the same thing with Garrett Wilson as well. Why haven't we re-signed him? What are we waiting for?
Now Garrett Wilson might want that Jamar Chase money.
Rightfully so. Every year, 1,000 plus receiving yards with bums as quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm. Give him Joe Burrow. What numbers he'll put up?
Jesus,
ain't no telling.
Oh my God, it's stupidity. Anyway, let's go to the NBA. Unfortunate news for the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox undergoing season-ending surgery. He tore a tendon in his left pinky. Dang. When someone tears a ligament in their pinky and they're out for the season, I don't mean to laugh, but it just reads, I'm trying to tank. I mean, this is soft. I got nothing.
I'm not gonna say those words, but all I'm gonna say to for Dylan's point, Kobe would have taped his fingers together. That's all I'm gonna say. But shout out De'Aaron Fox. I think next year is going to be a great season for the San Antonio Spurs. It's going to be very interesting with De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. They have a ton of cap space. I wouldn't be surprised if they're able to land a star, maybe not a superstar, but an all-star caliber player and develop a big three-ish.
Yeah, because right now they're the 9th worst team. They're 28-38. They got the 9th pick in the draft. You start tanking a little bit, you could get into a top.
Might be a top 5 pick now.
That's what I'm saying.
It might be top 4. We saw Atlanta have the 7th worst record, end up number 1.
You start tanking a little bit. I mean, you could be a top 6, top 5 pick. Imagine they win the lottery. You pair Cooper Flag.
Trade it away.
Oh my God.
You can do a lot of things.
It's insane. Anyway, LeBron, he is out for another week with that groin injury. I mean, I get it. He's 40 years old. He's played a lot of minutes this season. And they need to get him right for the playoffs. They haven't been the same without him. They finally won a game the other night, but Luka was out. At least they're getting right. Rachi Hamura, he's coming back. Jackson Hayes is coming back as well. So they're getting some help, but LeBron will probably be out till the end of March, maybe early April, but I'm not too worried. He's played a lot of minutes this season.
I have a theory, Dill. I have a theory. You know, the Lakers went on this stretch where it was like 8 games in like 12 days, something like that. Notice LeBron happened to miss couple games right before this stretch began. I don't know, man. I think the Lakers was like, you know what? We're cruising right now. We're the 2nd seed. I think we're overachieving. We could slip back down to 4th or 5th seed. We're fine there. Let LeBron ease back. Let him be 100% ready to make a playoff push. I think LeBron been dealing because, like you said, a ton of minutes. He's 41, 40 years old. I think he's been dealing with this groin injury since a couple years back.
I do too.
So I feel like this is something that's been lingering, and he's just been dealing with it. And when the Lakers or he wants to, they could just be like, is a little soreness or a strain or whatever. Take a week or 2 off.
Yeah, I don't mind it. They haven't been playing the best basketball, though. That's my worry going down the stretch, but he should be good within a week or so. Jalen Brunson, they said he probably needs another week with that left ankle sprain as well. The inflammation has gone down. You saw Josh Hart and Thibodeau get into it. You saw that? Or no?
Too many minutes.
No. Mikal Bridges, he made a comment. Mikal Bridges, and he's actually been the first active player that has said, you know, our team is deep enough where we don't need to play these minutes. And then apparently him and Tom Thibodeau had a closed door meeting, and everything is good. That same night, he played 42 minutes and had 50 points. Apparently, it's all good. So that I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, I don't know if it's too many minutes, but
if this was the playoffs, it's not too many minutes.
Yeah.
In March, gearing up for a playoff push,
might be
after your superstar went down in overtime. I think it's okay to cool it down
just a little,
just a minute and a half, a quarter.
Yeah,
each.
that's what we're saying. Yeah, exactly. But
it's not like you're making a push to the 1st seed. Come on.
Yeah. That's all the news I got, kid, over the weekend. Did I miss anything? Anything on your radar that I forgot?
Honestly, you're on the money, kid. A lot of quarterback signings, more than I knew about. But other than that, I think you're on the money.
You're not following golf, right?
No, but I seen
Rory McIlroy take the phone.
I saw like it's like an amateur, not an amateur league, but it's that new golf league.
It's called Live.
I don't know what it's called, but it's I'm seeing it. It's making some airwaves.
Well, I was just gonna say, so there's a tournament going on called the Players, and last week during a practice round, I guess one of the Rory McIlroy, he's a famous golfer. You obviously, if you watch golf, you know who he is. He shot a ball into the water, and someone, fans, they heckled him, and they said that just like in the Masters back in 2012, where he said something funny, and so Rory McIlroy looked at him, he took his second shot, whatever, hit it, and while he's walking towards his next hole, he took the fan's phone, and I don't know what he did, but he took the phone, and that's a soft move.
Yeah.
Right? That's you got to have thick skin.
Yeah. From Rory McIlroy, a guy who's been there and done that. Some people consider him one of this generation all-time greats. You got to be bigger than that.
Yeah, like let the guy post it or whatever, and then he looks like a loser. You can't start taking people's phone.
You're Rory McIlroy. You got green jackets. You're a millionaire.
And then the other soft thing was after the round. Obviously you go to reporters. They asked him about it. He said, "No, I don't want to talk about it. I thought I played a pretty good round." He didn't want to talk about it. All-time soft move, though. All-time soft move.
That's funny. I'm not gonna lie. That's funny.
Yeah, no. Like
shout out, Roy McIlroy.
All right, kid. Before we get into our plays, a quick word from our sponsor. We are brought to you each and every episode by Viva Tequila Seltzer, the most refreshing hard seltzer on the market, hands down. There's no wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition. With only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and a light 4.5 ABV, Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebration as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We favor tequila seltzer because flavor is the spice of life, and we like our drinks with just a kick, just like how we like our lives, whether it's Huckleberry playing a round of golf with the boys or another new flavor, jalapeno by Viva. Cannot wait to get my hands on a jalapeno. Whatever it is, our favorites pair perfectly with that artisanal blanco tequila for that subtle and refreshing drink, I believe, here at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. All right, kid, let's get to it. 10 games here in the association. It was an awful slate. I know the Knicks, they're kind of big favorites here against the Heat. Lakers play tonight. I was looking at maybe Austin Reeves over, but it got up to like 24.5. I didn't know about that. I kind of just stayed away. As much as it pained me, I was telling you before we went on, I was looking at maybe Miami plus 7.5. I was looking at that, and I took Jazz over the weekend. They screwed me. Low-key wanted to take them plus 7.5 again today, but I stayed away. So nothing for me in the association. Those were kind of my leans, but what do you got?
Yeah, I haven't really been doing the best this past week in the NBA. Shockingly, I was hot prior to that for a long time for some reason. Now cool back down, Dill. So I'm down and back just a few games today. Let's start. Your New York Knicks taking on the Miami Heat. Is that 6.5 now, Dill? So if you're able to get 7.5, I'll probably like the 7.5. Miami's been struggling. One thing I can admit, but no Jalen Brunson. Over under sitting at 209.5. Give me over 209.5. We know this next team ain't as good as it once was defensively, and this Miami team, I'm not gonna say they're live, but they might make things interesting, though. And if things get interesting, this game is going way over. Give me the over 209.5. Next game, 10. A lot of late games say 10 o'clock start. Toronto Raptors taking on the Phoenix Suns. Suns lane 9.5, whatever you could get at. Over on the sitting at 226.5. Give me the +9 with the Raptors, man. You know, Phoenix haven't been loving their play. They've been really shaky since the All-Star break, honestly. Toronto's been playing a little better. Phoenix played last night. Give me the Raptors +9, 9.5, whatever number you could get. I think they could cover the big number. I wouldn't say they're live in this scenario, but I do like the Raptors. Give me the +9 on the road. Next game, marquee matchup of the day. Denver Nuggets taking on one of the hottest teams in the NBA, if not the hottest team in the Golden State Warriors. Laying 4 at home, huge total. Over on the sitting at 236.5. I'm going to lay it, Dill. I can't deny Golden State Warriors are pretty damn great right now. Ever since the Jimmy Butler trade, I think they only lost
14 and 1.
One game since the trade. I think they keep it going, man. Give me Golden State -3.5 at home. Next game, San Antonio Spurs taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Like we said, Lakers been struggling, but they've just been playing a lot of games. I think, like I said, 10 in 8 days. Or no, 8 games in 10 days or something like that, 11 days.
Mm-hmm.
Lakers laying 8.5 on at home, over the sitting at 229. I called +9 earlier. I still like the +8, 8.5. I understand ton of injuries, people, but this Lakers team, they're a little tired. We saw they haven't been playing at the level like they was a couple weeks ago. Give me the Spurs +9, +8.5 on the road.
There are 4 games for Tuesday. Brooklyn is on the road versus Celtics. Big win for Brooklyn the other night. I think they were playing the Celtics or one of the teams. But they are on the road against the Celtics. There are 2 lines up I want to get your opinion on. Hawks, they're laying 5.5 against the Charlotte Hornets. Atlanta, they've lost 2 in a row. We know how bad Charlotte is of a team. They're 3-7 in their last 10. And then we have the Clippers. They're hosting the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavaliers laying 4.5 on the road. Any opinion on those 2 games?
Yeah, with the Cleveland Cavaliers, I would definitely live bet them and take them. We just saw them snap their 16-game losing streak yesterday to the Orlando Magic. Mm-hmm. I think they're going right back into another winning streak. Maybe not 16, Dill, but wouldn't be surprised to get back into the winning ways. Probably
Clippers, they've won 3 in a row. They're pretty good right now.
They're pretty good, but they ain't the Cleveland Cavaliers.
No, they're
so,
not.
Like I said, I probably won't lay the 4.5, but I
Yeah.
would definitely live bet Cleveland Cavaliers if they're down. So definitely look at live betting Cleveland. And then with the Atlanta Hawks, I might just lay the big number though. We know Charlotte's one of the worst teams in
Hmm.
all the league, and you're talking about DeAndre Fox and the Spurs possibly tanking. I don't know why Charlotte ain't tanking. They need Cooper Flag. They need one of these young guys early on. They should be taken bad. I wouldn't be surprised if they start taking soon. Give
Did
me Atlanta Hawks on the road.
Did you see the updated MVP odds?
Yeah, Jokic is moving up.
Um.
Jokic is
So
moving up.
yeah. So right now, Jokic plus 425, Shy minus 750. There are only a few weeks left in the regular season. Shy's gonna win it. I
Yeah, I'm
mean,
telling you, man. If it was like a couple games apart, I'll be like, okay. But the fact that you got like what, eight, I think 9 game lead in the first seed. He's been the best player. He had what multiple 50-point games. He has I think 60 straight games, 20 plus points, something like that. Yo, you got to give the man his due and his credit. Like I said, and now the next step for me is they need to make at least the Western Conference championship
they have to. They
or
have to.
finals.
All right, kid. Thank you for that. Let's get on over to the madness. Man, it was so good to print out my bracket. We got in the South region. We have Auburn, number 1 seed. We have number 2 seed in that St. John's. Oh no, not in that. Michigan State. Excuse me, Michigan State. They will play Bryant. We got number 7 Marquette and against New Mexico. Iowa State, they're a pretty good team against Lipscomb. I guess the biggest takeaway for me, real quick, obviously Duke is the other number 1 seed, Florida another 1 seed, and then the other 1 seed is Houston. Thank you.
Frauds.
No, who's a fraud is North Carolina and how they got in. I mean, what are we doing here? West Virginia got snubbed. I mean, going on the road, beating North Carolina, Connecticut, beating Gonzaga early in the season when they were a top 10 team in the country. They go out and beat them. They have, I think, 4 to 5 quad 1 wins. And UConn and North Carolina was 1-10 in quad 1 games. And then you put them in. And you punish West Virginia because they went 6-10 in the Big 10 or the Big 12, excuse me, the second best conference in the country. It's a shame. The committee is frauds. It's just for numbers and money. North Carolina doesn't deserve to be in. It's a shame. Indiana deserves to be in as well. They're the first 4 out as well, but it's unfortunate. One question. 1, did you fill out a bracket this year? And 2, hottest take, and who do you got winning?
No, I did not fill out the bracket.
Oh,
I couldn't. I've been painting myself for years trying to fill out the right bracket. This year, I'm gonna take a year off. Second of all, Dill, I'm a Tar Heel. Love UNC. I gotta agree with you. It pains me to say I gotta agree with you. You could go there. You could even go with Indiana. We're just not that good. I understand legacy, money, alumni, viewership. Yes, I understand that perspective. But for the players, the better team got left out.
Mm-hmm.
Not who has the more NIL, more 5-star recruits. Just the better team got left out. To me, that's a shame.
Yeah, that is a shame. And to be honest, the committee or the head of the committee, just his comments make me realize he doesn't watch the games. West Virginia got snubbed.
He got a little kickback, Dale.
Of course he did. You saw the money he's going to get. It's ridiculous. They're getting punished because their best player got hurt. That's a shame. Tournament, your conference tournament, the way you produce shouldn't dictate if you should get in or not, if you're a bubble team. That is a shame, in my opinion.
How about extending it? We're seeing the NFL extend it from 6 to 7 teams, right?
Yeah.
NBA with the play-in, MLB super wild card, right? Why not extend it? Why it can't be from 64 to 72?
Yeah, I don't know.
We've
And
seen it in
it'd
all
be more
major
money too
sports.
for them.
We've seen it in all major sports. They all extended it. Why not extend the NCAA bracket? We all know there's at least always a handful of teams
Yeah,
that could compete. Now, I'm not saying to
you're
throw in
right.
20 teams. I'm just saying a handful. About 8 teams.
No, you're
6 to
right.
8 teams. Let's make it 70, 72. Why
And
not?
eventually, I think they will. They'll make it bigger, but it's
It's
unfortunate.
been working across all major sports. Have a
Yeah.
look at it.
Well, the first four in, shout out St. Francis of PA. They are in the dance. They are the first four in. They're going to play Alabama State on Tuesday. Alabama State is laying 4.5 over-unders at 139. North Carolina is playing San Diego State. I hope San Diego State blows them out, if I'm being honest. Total 142.5. I really didn't like anything in these games. I do have 2 plays for Wednesday. Anything for you on Tuesday?
Yeah, just out of spirit fandom, I'm gonna lay it little chalky -172. Give me USC over San Diego State. Don't get me wrong, San Diego State. We already know they got that defensive pedigree. I understand. Kind of like the under 2, Dill.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is a must-win game for UNC.
To prove guys
Yeah,
like me wrong. Yeah.
yeah. This is a must-win game. I think you win this game. You possibly win one round. I highly doubt it. You're going home round 62. But you got to win this game for the sake of pride and guys like you.
Yeah, if they do win, they'll play Old Miss Friday afternoon. Number 6 Old Miss, who could shoot the ball. Wednesday, we have Mount St. Mary. Shout out DMV school getting a 16th seed. They will be playing American. And then we got Xavier playing Texas. Texas, another one of those bubble teams that I thought barely got in. I thought Indiana was better than them, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to take Xavier here minus the 2.5. I think Xavier is the much better team defensively, and I just don't think offensively they could keep up with Xavier. So I'll lay the 2.5 here. If I were to make a play, American minus the 2.5. It's right at the number. I think the number is very sharp. So I will lay it. 2 chalky plays, but like Xavier much better than I like American. Thursday, since we won't be recording that day. Any plays you like here? That's the first day of March Madness, kid. Any plays for Thursday? I got 6.
I got a few. To what I said, Houston, they're frauds. Not gonna pronounce the full name, but 16 seed. Give me the plus 28.5. I'm tempted. Realistically, people, I'm tempted to sprinkle plus 5,500 on the money line. It's not gonna happen. But I wouldn't be surprised one bit if they cover the big number. Give me the plus 28.5.
It's the Southern Illinois Edwardsville.
Damn right. Give me the plus 28.5 with Edwardsville. Next game, Dill. I think you're gonna like this one. VCU taking on BYU. Give me the dog.
Yep.
VCU.
I love it.
Plus 122 right now. They're plus 143. They saw me place the bet. They said, "Oh yeah, Elvis is betting. We gotta go the other way." Good luck. Good luck fading me. Good luck fading me. Next game, Dill. Baylor taking on Mississippi State. Mississippi State is good and all. They're good and all. But give me the Baylor. Give me number 9. -1. Oh, they're plus money now. I got -102. They're plus 110. I'm telling you, they saw me put these bets in, and the Vegas is fading me. You can get Baylor right now at plus 1.
Oh, this is on Friday now.
Oh, this is on Friday.
Yeah.
Last game for Friday, people. I'm sorry, I got a little excited.
You got carried away.
I got carried away. Number 5, Memphis, taking on Colorado State.
Good game.
I think Penny Hardaway got a little disrespect. Give me the plus 120 from Memphis.
Wow.
Colorado State's pretty good now, but I think Memphis has got a little disrespected. Take some pride. Give me the plus 120.
I stayed away from that game. That scares me for Memphis. Colorado State is a hell of a team. All right, let me go back to Thursday. Give me Louisville, the Cardinals. I'll lay the 2.5 against Creighton. High Point plus 8. You want to talk about frauds? Purdue is a fraud. They should not be 8-point favorites. High Point could shoot the ball. Give me the plus 8.5. I think they're live. McKinsey State plus 7.5 against Clemson. Too many points. Drake plus 6.5 against Missouri. Missouri has been so inconsistent this whole year. I even like a little money line plus 225. Drake is a hell of a team. 30-3 on the year. Utah State plus 5.5. Give me the money line as well. Plus 200. I just think they're a much better team than UCLA. I think defensively they're a better team. And give me UC San Diego plus 2.5 against the team up north, baby. I think UC San Diego is a hell of a team. Think they're better than Michigan. Plus 126 on the money line as well. And we know those 12-5 seeds, big upsets. Give me UC San Diego plus 2.5. They're probably one of the best cover teams in college basketball besides Florida, but Florida's laying like 28 points first game. Let's go to Friday. Only 4 games that I like for Friday. I'll reiterate on the show for Friday, but big number here. Alabama should win this game, but 22.5 is just too much. Alabama has not looked good down the stretch. Robert Morris, they're not that bad. 26-8 on the season. I don't think they'll win, but I think they'll be competitive. 22.5 is too many points. Give me Robert Morris University. University of New Mexico and Marquette. I think the wrong team is favored again. Give me New Mexico. I think they're the much better team. Marquette, good. They play in the Big East, but New Mexico State could defend. Plus 3.5. I'll take the Lobos. Akron plus 13.5. I told you before the show, kid, you're an Arizona guy. Give me Akron. I think it's just too many points. And then last one, I like Oregon. I think they had a good year, but man, Liberty is the better team. No one knows about it because of the conference they play in, but Liberty is the better tegame. Plus 6.5 is too disrespectful. I think they should be the favorite, but I'm not a bookmaker. And that's all I got, kid, and I can't wait, man. The game all day. The games are gonna be all day, Thursday and Friday, and then we got the round of 64. Man, it's the best time of the year.
Yeah, basketball 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. All right, kid, let's go to the ice. How did you do last show?
Last show, to be honest.
Did you win? I think you took the Rangers, right?
Yeah, I think I went
Oh no, you lost.
No,
right?
I lost. I took Tampa and Minnesota. I went 0-2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, show before that we was all right.
Okay.
Last show, I apologize. People went 0-2. I gotta talk to Cuddy. Cuddy told me Tampa. I went Minnesota on my own. And this week, people, for this show, I only got one play. Is on me. So follow lightly. If you want fade, by all means, I won't be offended. Buffalo taking on the Boston Bruins. Over on the sitting at 5.5. Basically a pick 'em, you know. Buffalo. Some people say Buffalo's the favorite. Give me the Boston Bruins at home to take care of business. In my opinion, the better team. They're gonna win at home. Give me the Bruins minus 110 on the money line. Right now, I see minus 105. Shit. Shop around. You might be able to get plus money.
First game for me, give me the Flyers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Give me Tampa Bay Lightning over 3.5 team total. Tampa scored 4 or more goals in 30 of the last 38 games this season. And after being shut out last game, the Flyers, I think we're going to see a goal very early on. So there are props out there. Goal to be scored in the first 10 minutes. I like that play. I got that at minus 148. What else do I like? Oh, let's go to the Devils game. Devils, a big game against Columbus on the road. Give me Luke Hughes. Luke Hughes to score a point as well. Luke Hughes, he's been great. You know, they had a winning streak. They were on a 3-game winning streak until they got hosed against Pittsburgh, 7-3. Very bad performance on the road against Pittsburgh, but you know, I really like Luke Hughes. He scored a goal, not a goal, but a point. He's registered in 9 of the last 12 games. So think he'll be good there as well. And then the other two plays, Maple Leafs team total over 3.5 as well. I think Maple Leafs, they're going to be able to score against the Calgary Flames, and I kind of like the Wild in an upset at home. Kings are good, but they're one of the best home teams. On the road, they do struggle a little bit. So kind of like the Wild as well as a little underdog play there. All right, kid. Oh, by the way, Ovi scored another goal this.
And he took a puck to the chin and ate it.
He's Russian.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, bro. He's the fucking man. All right, okay, let's go over to Tokyo. I can't wait. It is the start of baseball season. Early start time tomorrow. Set your alarm. I'm gonna be watching it at work, 6:10 in the morning, baby.
At least I could watch it.
Yeah,
I'm ready to be at work.
You're
Yeah.
gonna be at work. You're gonna be watching it on the phone with the GPS on the other phone.
No GPS needed.
You don't
New
need
York.
it. My fault.
King
That
of
was a
New
little disrespectful. Like
Yeah.
you never been to New York. All right. Imanaga for the Cubs. We got the Dodgers. Yamamoto on the mound. It was so good to say that. Minus 155 for the Dodgers, plus 142 for the Cubbies. Total is at 8. The over 8, minus 102. Unders at minus 118. Ken, I'm gonna give it to you. What do you like here? First game of the season, coming off hot.
First game of the season. You know, traditionally, people know, if you're a loyal listener, I tend to fade the champs. Might stay with that trend, but first, overall they're sitting at 7.5. I expect the hitters to be on point. I expect the pitchers not to be at their full potential. It's not mid-season yet. First start of the season, wouldn't be surprised either. Both great pitchers, by the way. Wouldn't be surprised at all if one of them gets smacked around a little bit tomorrow. Give me the over 7.5. Like I said, I don't expect the pitching to be mid-season form. The bats might be for game 1 in Japan, feeling good. Give me the over 7.5. I think this number's too short. Not for now. We saw Yadamoto last year couldn't even get out the first inning. It was nasty last year. So highly doubt it happens this year, but could he make it out the third? Could he make it out the fourth? Like I said, I expect some runs on day 1. Give me the over 7.5.
Kid, I love the energy. Yeah, I'm gonna tread lightly in this series, especially in game 1. I think the Dodgers should be a favorite. So getting a minus 152, minus 155, whatever you could get, I like that. Earlier in the day, I saw plus minus 1.5 on the run line at plus money, plus 112. I thought that was nice. I do think the Cubs could be a little competitive here with Imanaga on the mound. Justin Steele, great. He's another great pitcher. He's going to pitch on Wednesday in game 2. I'm going to tread lightly here. I do like the over 8. If you got 7.5, great number. I got over 8 at plus money. It's at minus 102, so still good money. I made the total 8.5. Even without Mookie Betts, he's not going to be playing due to an illness, but I think we're going to see a decent amount of runs here from both teams. Two good offenses. I think we're going to see, and I really don't trust Yamamoto, really. In spring training, he gave up 6 runs on 15 hits in 13 innings. Not good. One prop I was telling Elvis about, I love the over 3.5 hits at minus 140 now. I got it at minus 135, but minus 140, still very playable. In spring training, he struggled. He struggled to throw fastballs. 43.6% of his pitches have been strikes. He's given up a lot of ground balls, a lot of line drives, a ton of pull contact as well. 38 batted balls. His hard hit rate is around 42%. People are seeing his balls really well. And I think early on in the season, pitchers, they're still working through some of the things, figuring out their command. So I could see the Cubs scoring a few runs and getting a couple hits off of here. So I don't think he has the best fastball to begin with. I want to see how his slider, his splitter is going to be, but I think early on, over 3.5 hits at minus 140 is probably going to be my favorite play here in game 1 of the Tokyo series. Do you have a play on the side, or you lean in any way?
To be honest, though, I might take the Cubs, straight dogs, man. Like I said, I always fade the champs opening day for the past recent years. You could go back, his own record. It's been profitable. I've faded the Lions, the Chiefs, back-to-back years. Well, they did one last year, but faded them last year. Faded. Damn, who won the World Series? Who was it? Damn, I forgot who, but faded them as well. Profitable. I think we're gonna go there again. Give me the Cubs, man. Live dogs.
Yeah, I think if you just take the Cubs both games here on Tuesday and Wednesday, and you win one of them, you're gonna wind up coming profitable. The Dodgers won last year, and then it was the Rangers and then Astros.
Yeah.
So
I faded the Rangers before that and the Astros before that.
Just looking at the World Series, they've all been like blowouts. 4-1, 4-1, 4-2, 4-2. The last game 7 was 2019 when the Nationals beat the Astros when they were cheating. Honestly, they were cheating. Yeah, it was a fact. It's not me. They got caught.
Shout out Juan Soto.
Yeah, got paid. Shout out Juan Soto. He's a Met, baby. Let's fucking go. I was looking at tickets to opening day. Fucking 3:00 in the afternoon on a Thursday. I'm sitting here like, damn.
Shit.
I'm trying to go too. I'm not gonna lie.
Bread.
Yeah. No, there's not even bread. They're playing the Blue Jays. It's like $1.50, $1.60, which that's not bad for opening day.
For you? No.
Not for you. Kid, any last words? We gave out a lot of picks. We gave out baseball, basketball, March Madness. We got NHL tonight. Anything else?
Let's give some love to the ladies, man. Shout out Fairleigh Dickinson University. The women's basketball team made it to the bracket.
Wow.
They're a top 64 team, man. So shout out them. They going dancing. Hopefully they can make some noise.
Wow.
Hopefully they can make some noise. Hopefully they can make it to Sweet 16. So shout out Fairleigh Dickinson females basketball team.
FDU. Hopefully they go on another little run. I love it.
Jersey, baby.
Yeah. Shout out them. Shout out all of you. Good luck. God bless. On Friday. Peace.